ankle fracture, how do you treat that? With a splint, do you check pulse, motor, and sensation pre and post?
Yes.
If it, what?
Yes.
I have some yeses and some nos. On any splint you use, do you check pulse, motor, and sensation before and after?
Yes.
Yes, good, excellent. If it is a stable BLS patient and this is their only injury and there's no severe mechanism of injury and they rolled their ankle playing soccer and went immediately to the ground, should we be considering C-spine? You can consider it, but is anybody going to C-collar and backboard that person? No, so what can you do? A focused physical exam. Would you take shoes and socks off for that?
Yes.
Yes, you would. You know why? Because it's a BLS patient that you have time for. If it's in the middle of winter and we're in snow and they're playing soccer, I don't know how that happens, you wouldn't take their shoes and socks off. You would splint it, move them to a safer location, a warmer place, and like SEA Bondsmith says, use your brain. You would then open up the shoe and you would reassess pulse, motor, sensation and start from there. That is what we're trying to get you to think about, is to use your brain. Now, the problem with that is I give you a skill sheet and you have to do it this way to pass the skill sheet. And that is where we're getting a little inconsistency with some of the instructors. They're giving you a scenario and you're like, I got a skill sheet to do. But you just told me to do it this way in this station and told me to do it that way in another. We will get you through it, okay? It's gonna be okay. The detailed physical exam happens after you declare. This is still a BLS patient. I'm gonna put him in the back of the ACAR and we're gonna start transporting towards the hospital. I'm then gonna say, Melody, would you please grab me a second set of vital signs? She's gonna get a second set of vital signs and I'm gonna start my detailed physical exam. You're gonna start right back up at the top of the head. You're gonna do that very detailed one with the pen light and all those different pieces. That detailed physical exam is another exam that happens on the way to the hospital that's not gonna be inside that 10 minutes. That's really what you wanna know, correct? I mean, get all the way to the end, which is, it's not gonna be in that 10 minutes. You are gonna do that initial secondary exam, get your list, treat those injuries, reestablish ALS or BLS, establish a second set of vital signs, start transport, and then your time will stop, and then you can go into that detailed physical exam. Does that make sense? Were your instructors, and to be honest, this is a new change. The Department of Health changed this skill sheet last year. So this is a new skill sheet for us when it has that secondary detailed physical exam, okay?
So the time for the assessment stops when
When the time stops, when you get through that secondary assessment, reassess, you've got all that assessment done, your skills are done. Guess what? C-collar and backboard is a skill. Are you with me? So you've got to have them done C-collared and backboarded. You've got to reassess the second set of vital signs. And then remember how I told some of you in that one station you can have a piece of tape on your leg? So when you give me a full set of vital signs, I'm writing that down. When I evaluate my patient, Sarah, hey Mike, how old are you? Oh, I'm 24 years old. Part of the comprehensive piece that we're going to teach you as we're going, layering this in, you're going to have to give a short report. That's going to have to fit in that 10 minutes too. So we're